Paji, can you take yourself off mute? We'll start in just like a couple minutes, so I'll make sure you're good. Give me a test if you don't mind. Just say something so I can hear you. You're back on mute, I think. No, I can't hear you, Paji. I think it says you're on mute again. You were off and then it got on again. Yeah, it looks like, I think you're fine. Can you give me a test? Say something.
Hello, hello.
Perfect, you're good. Awesome, thank you. Let's just wait a couple more minutes for some more people to join in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We had about 30-something register, so let's see how many actually show, but we'll just wait a couple moments. So while everybody is jumping on, so just a couple housekeeping things. If you can put your camera on, it would be great. Of course, if you're Anuj and it's like 3 a.m. and you're sleeping, I understand, that's okay. But for the rest of you who are in a good time zone, please put your camera on, dance along with us. You don't have to, nobody's forced to, but it'd be nice. And then also, if you have any questions, and again, I'll repeat this in a second, if you guys have any questions for Paji or myself, just ask them in the chat. I'll keep track of them while Gurinder Paji is teaching. And I'll ask those questions, either answer them if they're easy, or if it's something specific for him, then I'll ask him in the middle of it. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, type them. Otherwise, turn your cameras on. We'll begin in maybe about 1 minute or so. I'll just wait for a few more people to join, and then we'll get started. I know we have definitely a good amount of people that should be joining, so should be good. All right. Let me see, everybody's set. And for those of you, in case you have to leave early or anything like that, we have the last workshop we did for the Chahal rhythm. For the Chahal rhythm was about 2-3 weeks back. We have that on our YouTube channel. So same thing with this one. We will take this workshop and we'll put it on our YouTube channel. So in case you have to leave early or you want to share it with anybody, it'll be there. It may take a couple weeks to get the whole thing up because it takes quite a long time for this big file. But it's okay if you have to leave. Don't worry if it's some circumstance comes up. Okay. All right, Gurinder Paji, I think let's go ahead and get started. So I'll give a quick intro of kind of what is the objective of this one as people join. I'll just reiterate any of the housekeeping items. But again, I wanted to thank you for those who came last time to the first Chahal workshop. It went really, really well. We got some great steps out of it. Some things, even though I got the chance to learn from Paji for some time, there were some steps that him and I never got to do before. So it was really nice. And I learned quite a bit from it as well. So this particular workshop, we will focus on the Luddi rhythm. In particular, what kind of just overview is the typical kind of Luddi footwork and what are the variations upon the main footwork, what you can do with the upper body. And if there's any questions, again, please ask them in the chat. I'll keep track of them. Otherwise, just keep your videos on if you would like to dance along with us. And other than that, I will pass it on to Gurinder Paji, who's taking out this time. So big thank you to him. Paji, the floor is yours. Go ahead and drop some Luddi knowledge.
Sounds good. Am I on mute or?
You're good, Paji. It's all yours. I'm gonna put myself on mute. You're good.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining for this Luddi workshop. One thing I wanted to make it clear that this is for Luddi step. The Luddi step that I used to perform when I was back in school or doing Bhangra. I'm not going to, what I have learned from the previous workshop, Chahal workshop, that I'm going to speak less and dance more because I don't want to turn this workshop into a 1.5 hours. So we will wind up quickly. So what I have done today, first, I have a request to everyone that please turn on your cameras because it seems like that I'm talking to black screens. Please turn on your camera so that you guys can dance with me. So today, what I have done for Luddi step, that I have created 4 segments. For two segments I really believe that I have told rhythm, and then I will also use some of songs so that you have kind of a get the feel that how you can perform these steps on different songs. If that sounds good, so let's start the class. And after each segment, I will see that if there are any questions in the chat room, then so I will, you can say, try to answer to my after that segment. So let's start with the, let me turn on my speaker, and then let me know if you guys can hear me. Just a test, volume test. Just show me thumbs up. Awesome. So starting with the very basic step of Luddi. So I'm sorry, this time I'm wearing shoes because one thing I have learned, kind of a safety share, that when you dance bare feet on carpet, it's not good on your knees, guys. So especially at that, in my age. So that's why I'm wearing shoes, and I have a hard board under me. It's easier for me. Somebody said that they cannot hear me clearly, Lavesh. They can, if this is a kind of a problem with one person, that person can leave and rejoin the meeting sometime. It resolve the issue. You can do that way. So let's start with the first steps. The first step is that, so you tap on your right foot. So 1, and clap at the same time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You bring your right foot in the air a little bit and then bring it back. And on the left foot, you try to stand on your toe if you can, and then clap when you tap on the ground. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you clap and tap at the same time. So this was the kind of an outline. I'm going to bring a couple of variations in that one. So if you can see my hands, if that way is better. So 1, you move inside and then clap it again. 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shoulder movement, chin up. Some of the things you can say, told you guys in the previous video. You can watch that to improve your grace. So again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So another variation you can bring in this one, move your neck or head outside, inside, or right or left. So like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So let's do this step on toe, and then I will add a couple of variations here.
Paji, one question as you're doing that from Clara was, how much are the elbows involved in your Luddi clap? Is it just the hands, or do you also do chatka with the elbows, for example?
No, just the hands. Just the hands. Do not close your armpits here. And Lavesh, let's quickly move on and take all the questions of the segment. I will tell you once I finish that segment, if you don't mind. Thank you. So let's do this one on toe, guys. Okay, so this was the step, kind of one of the Luddi steps. Several teams, they do it. Let me bring a couple of variations in there. So what you are going to do now, this is the variation that we used from PAU Agriculture University College of Agriculture. So you clap 2 times. So like 1, 2, and then Third one is just the body jerk on the backside. It brings the beauty. Let me show you one more time. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So third, you don't clap. It's a kind of a blank, but you still tap your feet. So it brings a little bit of variation. So look at me one more time. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe you can bring that, keep on clapping. What I have realized when I move my foot in the air to bring it on the third count, I can bring that jerk in my body. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Continuous clapping, and then bring the jerk before the third count, if it makes sense. Look at me one more time. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can ask these questions later on. And let me show you another variation and we will finish the first segment. So this is for like when the toll beat or music goes up, not faster, goes up. So it's for both, on both legs. 1, 2, you jump, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you cross your leg. You can start on with the left leg and then with the right, keep crossing left, right, and keep clapping. And then I will show you a little variation in that too, later part. So a couple of things you can add here. You can move your neck when you move on the right side when you're crossing your left foot, and do the other way around, left side. And then another thing is, this is kind of a, when the music goes up, I don't have that heavy beat, but I can show you on a song. So let's try a song. So in the third one, you try to lean your body as well, if you can. Not only the neck movement, but see how you can use this step for heavier beats. Now we can take questions.
Sure. So one question from Anuj was about the foot placement in the first Luddi step. You did the simple Luddi. The question is, does the right foot place in line with the left foot, or do you place it ahead of the left foot and then, come back? We were talking about this earlier. When you go forward, back, or do you keep it more in line? What are your thoughts on this?
You can do both ways.
Okay.
So again, think about that. You can bring several variations within the step if you put your heads together. So we discussed last time, me and Navesh and I. So you can put it foot on the front. but we used to do on the next to our left foot parallel to. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you can do this too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. But I try to stay on my toe of left foot, if it makes sense.
Yep. If any follow-up, Anuj, ask away, but I think that's exactly what he was asking. One question I have, Paji, and maybe you can talk about this a little bit more. I'll make a quick generalization statement from just my observations, and that is over the last few years, you can say, or at least maybe last 5-6 years, I have seen a lot less emphasis on shoulders and chest movement in most Bhangra teams. Even in Punjab, I'm just seeing it not there like it used to be when, let's say, I met you in 2006, 2010. I used to see teams do a lot more. Now I see less about that. I don't know if it's just lost the touch emphasis, the coaches have changed, whatever it may be. Sorry?
When we were dancing, then there were a few teams, I think, or maybe some teams, they were showing some of these things.
Yes.
My teacher, you can say, emphasized a lot on this thing.
Yeah.
Like shoulder movement. So even if I'm doing just a kind of using this as an example. So my chest is out, and see, I'm tucking my chin. So, and now the next one is, see, makes a difference. Even you slightly lift your chin. So shoulder movement is very prominent, but these some of small things make big difference. Like think about that. 8 dancers, they are moving their necks like that, in and out. It looks pretty good.
Yep.
8 dancers, they are leaning their body like that, and then and showing this thing like 1, 2, 1. So this adds a lot of value to the step.
I agree. As you're doing some, especially these steps too, if you see any unique part of the shoulders, like for example, more chal you do 1, 2, 3, right? For example, or pelwani we do tuck, tuck, tuck versus the and 1 and 2. Any differences you see in that, just do call them out, because I think most people will benefit from it. Just my observation from when I've watched you and seen some of those.
1, 2, it's just a kind of a
normal shake on this one, yeah.
It's just a 1, 2 as you go along with the beat.
Sure.
Like another example I can use when we use Tamal too. So like a 1, 2. People generally do this. We always, our teacher said, like, see, it makes a difference. Shoulders 3 times instead of padding 3 times. So, yeah.
Sure. Okay, I don't think any other questions from anyone. So, and if anyone does have them, again, please feel free to type them in the chat. I'll let you keep going, Paji. Go ahead.
So segment 2 is a little bit longer, so let's work on that, but it's easier as well. So it's mainly a movement of your right foot back and forth, back and forth. So this is my right leg. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Couple of things that generally people, they try to do straight. See how awkward it looks. So you need to put more weight on your left leg. See how my posture changes when I put my weight, and then 1, 2, 1. Let's do this one. Just put your hands on your waist, and then show me big facial expressions, and do not do this thing. Sometimes the kids, they do like 1 and take their foot all the way back. It's a wastage of energy. Just bring your foot next to your left foot from where you started. So 1 on the front, 2 parallel. 1 on the front, 2 parallel to your left. 1, 2, 1, 2. Because think about that. When you're wearing chadra, especially for boys, they can't show much of the leg movement, but still chadra will show something. But then I will focus on the upper body movement later. So 1, 2, shoulder movement there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And as the music or tone beat goes up, you bring that energy level to the next level or increase the energy level in the upper body. I will show you as well. So the next step is clap. I will keep the lower body, waist or feet movement same. We'll keep on changing the upper body. So 1, 2, hold it, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this was the first one. Oh, so sorry, second one. The first one was just on the waist. And then the second one is you bring your arms parallel to each other. You make coins like that. And then you take your arms on the one down to knee level, knee high, and then 2 up, 1, 2, 1, and then release your hands here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and look up on 2, because again, slight neck movement or head movement counts a lot. Please, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then the next one is, that's what we call it, a seesaw. So you might have seen it in several compositions. So here, 1, 2, right arm down, and then left. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, you can look at the back side of the hand here, and then up. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the next one is this one. This is going to, I will take my, let me show you the different right foot placement. So first is on the, 1 is on the front, and 2 will be back here. I will anchor my toe in such a way so that I can look at the ceiling. It's going slightly behind the left foot. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Because if you keep your right foot next to your left, then you cannot lean much and look at the ceiling. If you put your right toe a little bit back of your left foot, then it gives you kind of a easiness to look at the ceiling. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, and we will do all these steps on music as well. And then here's another one. So you put your hands again on your waist, and then do like a 180. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Previously, you were just bringing your right foot on the front and the back, front and the back. Now you're rotating your upper body or whole body this way and bringing it back, and keep bending your knees. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You can also keep your arms like that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me add another one on the similar to this one. So the arms movement is 1, 2, 1, 2. Foot movement is again back and forth. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Move your head as well, just like 1, 2. Here you can take your right foot a little bit back. That will give you a little bit room to move your body. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. And then one more. This step I haven't seen for a while. I talked to Ramesh about that. So it's similar to this one, but in a very different position. So you stand, like if the audience is on, like facing the camera, you look in this direction left, and then you go down here. Your right foot will be facing the audience. So here's 1. So the better way if you want to add this step, the whole team should move in a line or a diagonal. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. You go down, bring your right hand up in the air. Let me show you one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You go low, it's a different position. So let's do some of these steps on toe, and then we will do it on music. Switch. 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 So let's do it on a song, and then I will take questions. Switch. Switch. Okay. Any questions?
So far, no questions via chat.
Okay. So we'll keep going then.
Sure. Yep. If anyone has a question, ask away.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Keep going. We have already 8:30. So we have covered 2 segments. That's pretty good. So the next one is I have kind of put together a set of steps for the 3rd segment, also called Luddi. So the first one is, this one. You will see the different one like people doing here, but it's a 4-count step that we used to do. So here is that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you tap, you clap at the same time. So 1, excuse me, sorry. You don't clap on 2, excuse me. So you clap only on 1, on odd numbers 1 and 3, and you just do this thing on 2 and 4. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So hand movement is just like that on 2 and 4. So you look on the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can go pretty fast as well. So as I like a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to see slow, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you clap, you move your body either on right side or left side. Okay. So another form is you can clap. You hop on the right foot either 2 times or 3 times, and then you switch it to the left foot, and you can do hopping 2 times, like 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So let me show you the 2, 1, and then we will add a piece to each to make it 3. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the simple with 2 counts on each step. Let's make it 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that was the second step. Next one is, I am looking through my notes. Okay. Okay, so this one is you clap and snap, clap and snap, like that. 2, 4 counts, and then you go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 8 count step. We also used to do a different version, and then it's a kind of a, people do this step like this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We used to call it Hathimatha, but instead of doing this movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do that, but people do not bring much grace into them. They just keep on doing this. That's very straight. What we used to do here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you move your body, make a kind of a flower here. 1, 2. So my hand is doing back this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 4 counts are pretty fast, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So 2 different variations. Clap, snap, and then just do arms movement here and there. And then the second one is you make kind of a flower, and the arm movements go like halare type or fasna type, but you look down. Just like when we make a chakiya in Bhangra, and you might have seen the gadda, how the people they bend that way to depict bows. So one more, guys. I'm dripping it. So, okay. So here's another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be like a 4 count step, or it could be an 8 count step. On 4 you say hoy, or on 8 you say hoy. So 1, 2, 3, hoy. 1, 2, 3, hoy. 1. So you move your foot left, right, left, and then say hoy, or you can do it 7 times and then say hoy. So the arm hand placement is, this is my left hand. It taps like, claps like 1, 2. Don't close your armpits here. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, and you can say hoy on 4. The second variation in this one is, you can look at Lavesh video Sauda Khara Khara. At the very beginning, he did that step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that one. But make sure you can leave either 4 blank or 8 blank hoy in the form of hoy. Okay, are there any questions, and then we will do it on music if it is fine?
Yeah, just one question from Clara, which was, is the clap for the first Hati Chal variation Luddi, the first one, I don't know which one we call it, but when we do the tadi to the side, is it closer to your head or more further out? That was her question.
You're up here, see?
Gotcha.
And you bend in like a third, fourth, not like that, but right. You bend here and then. Just here. Any other?
No, just one about the Luddi rhythm, but I was just telling him how it's basically we're using Chahal rhythm. It's like Luddi is like a little bit slowed down version of Chahal. We don't have the specific recording. I don't have one. You don't have one. So.
Yeah, we can. That's why I used a YouTube recorder to. Sorry guys, I don't have that Luddi rhythm.
Yeah, that's okay. No big deal. I think he was just looking for trying to find one as well.
Okay. Would you guys want to try it on a song? And then we will move to the last segment, I believe.
Sure. Yep.
We'll do this time. Okay, let me find a song. Just a minute. Okay, I think that's should we move to the next segment?
Just one question I'm trying to get some clarification.
Okay.
Okay. So let me see if there's any other ones. One person, Sol, is asking about the movement of the elbows. So I'm just getting clarification for which step exactly, for which one. Give me 1 second. She's typing back.
Is I'm seeing like this?
Oh, okay.
Can you see Sol? I'm sorry, I cannot.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead, Sol. Yeah.
So this is, just give me thumbs up if you're asking about this one. Okay, so you want to know this movement? Yeah, Shuja, you just kind of doing 1, 2, 3. What sometimes kids do, they do this thing. They do this thing. It's a easiest way to remember it. You think about you are pressing counts 1 and 2 under your armpits, like 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's going to be a little faster. 1, 2. So you are kind of a flapping like a chicken wings. 1, 2, 3, hold it. 1, 2, 3, like here. 1, 2, 3, hold it. 1, 2, hold it. 1, 2, 3, hold it. Make sense? It's okay. Think about all those chicken wings, then you will be able to remember it. Okay. The last, I think, step, I'm pretty sure that this has been extincted. Extincted means that not many teams do. I haven't seen in a while. This is a very unique steps. And the kids from